What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. See our crane here from last time. Did get lots of comments and someone mentioning an advanced rotor, which would have allowed us to convey through this monstrosity, which makes sense. I knew that had to be a feature in Space Engineers, but granted, I don't really think we need a moving crane. I think just up and down will be enough to get us off the side here. For some reason, half of the island is blurry. Not too sure why that is, but hopefully that'll clear itself up here shortly. I did also spend probably a couple hours, maybe 4, trying to work out the best way to build us our submarine here, and determined that I have no clue what I'm doing. I was under the impression that it is these tanks, the oxygen tanks, that provide, buoyancy and, allow us to float. I added a couple of blueprints from the workshop. There weren't that many, unfortunately, but most of them were using, like doors and open spaces to flood. And that was how they were so if it was a submarine and they wanted to go down to certain depths, they would release, open 2 of the 5, compartments to flood, and then that would determine how high or low they sat. I still think the oxygen tanks do something in my testing. It seemed like they were still, I'd make like a flat platform that would sink, and then I'd do the same thing by adding a couple tanks and it would float. So I think it still has some bearing on it. But what we'll do here is we'll make a save, like I said, before we release this thing into the ocean below. And if it immediately sinks, we'll know it's because it didn't have enough compartments or wasn't airtight down there. And if it floats, it's fine. Obviously, this will be kind of our escape vector for air. So if we need to, we can build, a little airtight doorway. Ooh, can we? I don't think you can make the refinery airtight. You'd have to completely surround it, which we can do. It just would be a little more ugly, but we'll do it if need be. That being said, the submarine is another matter entirely. I was hoping to have granular control over it with like an air vent where I could just bring in 2 seconds worth of water and sink just a little lower, or push it out and raise a little bit, because you kind of need that granular control with a mining vessel, right? You don't want to just sink all the way to the bottom and pass your ore deposit, and you don't want to be flying above it because then you can't mine it. So it's definitely something we can still attempt, and I think we probably still will. I just don't know how effective it's going to be. For that granular control, we might just end up doing basically a flying ship that just can also fly under the water, which isn't as fun. We're not really taking advantage of the mechanics of the mod, but it's still something that can, with enough downward and upward thrust, you can still push yourself around under the water. So that's kind of what I am thinking if we do want to go that route. Obviously, we still got our collector down there, bringing in ice, which I still think is kind of cheating a little bit, but it is what it is. We have got a target inbound, and I realized we kind of covered up our turret there. Okay, it's slightly out of range, but it might still take some pot shots at our crane here, which would be less than ideal. Glad we just saved. Yep. If we get destroyed, we saved our destruction. Great. That being said, I think the submarine we might put on hold just temporarily. I think once we have this ship completely figured out and solid, I'll feel better about investing into another ship. It should be backwards. I should have built the sub first, because that'd be a smaller vehicle, and if this just sinks like a rock, then that'll be a lot of time wasted. Well, no, because I'm not going to let it sink like a rock. This has been a big time investment, and starting over is not ideal. So we will run some restarts if need be on our backups. So that being said, let's get this ship going as much as we can, and then if we can test this episode, that would be awesome. In fact, we might just cover up the deck right now, and I'm trying to decide, do I want to test it with just the tanks first? That way we could leave it open, we just rely on the buoyancy of the tanks. Let's do that, because I've invested quite a few resources into the tanks, and if all it needs really is just more coverage and a door, then that's not that will hurt, but we will get more space if that's the case. So let's just try it with the tanks first. So we are gonna need quite a few of these. So I'll probably do like, oh, not 200. Nope. Probably 20. That seems much more reasonable. So let's deposit everything we don't need here. And just go for it, I guess. Okay, I think that ended up being almost perfect, I guess. Thankfully, oxygen tanks are basically just useful resources all around, so we should be good. Whether, no matter if we have to throw it all apart, at least we've got, a bunch of useful resources. Yeah, all that's pretty good. Yeesh. Okay, I guess, do we want to go for the test? Let's at least make it symmetrical. I should probably retract this. Oops. Before we go. I don't know how deep the ocean is, but it's probably not that deep. Is that all the pistons? No, I think it's just that top one. Did I make a group of it yet? I guess we gotta name our ship. Keep it humble. Command Dreadnought. That way we could just call things like Dreadnought Pistons. Yeah, we'll call it that. We'll keep that as like Dreadnought Crane stuff. Oops, did that work? Yep, Dreadnought Pistons. Okay. So now we go here and go to groups and then set this to reverse. Except for one of them's gonna extend now, isn't it? Because it got reversed already. Yeah, they're stationary. Oh boy, that's all we need right now. Oh, oh. I think we're good. Water's doing some weird stuff. Yep, so we need to set one of those to reverse. The first one. Yep. And once it's in the water, we'll probably destroy most of those, because we don't need it to be super long if it's already in the water. Alright, well, I guess let's let's do it in the day. I feel like that's a better time to do potentially life-altering experiments. We'll heal up here and then go to sleep. And we'll want to build a cryopod on the ship too, given that it floats, of course. That's the first thing to check. All right. The day of reckoning is upon us. I'm gonna refuel everything just to... Can never over-prepare, right? Alright. And then we definitely don't want it to hit anything coming down, so... I really should build up the thrusters, but this is just for experimentating, so... Save? I really hope we're not we're not reloading that save here shortly, but let's find out. Oh, it's static still. That's right. I assume, yeah, that'll stop working here, but hey, it's not completely submerged. Oh, it's close though. So now here's the question. I think actually... I was thinking if we could cover it up while we're here, but I don't think we've got enough plates. Yep. Let's reload here and try out the other method, making it airtight in the hold, and see how that fares. So, I'll be right back. Alright, welcome back after that mishap. Oh. I could fix that dock. I probably should, actually. Or at least solidify it a little bit. Get us all linked up here. extra linked. Anyways. Yes, so let's go the airtight route now just to see if there's better flotation. We're going to need quite a few steel plates, so let's see. Yeah, definitely need more. I found the most efficient way is to shift click light block, get 5,000 in the queue in, you know, a very short time. Which I don't know if it can complete all that, but it's good to have. Actually, well, yeah, well, we're gonna need quite a few. And actually, if it's airtight, I might want to throw in some windowed areas. Because windows are airtight, and they look cool. Ah. That piston area will be a slight issue. I think the H2 generator should have no issues being airtight. Nope, it probably will. Cool. Well, let's take down the turret here. This is mostly for experimentation. We can make things look more pretty as time goes on, but we do need to make it semi-efficient. So I think if we just turn this guy into that should give us what we need to make it official. Still got our blurry mountainside, which is super awesome. But the deck is complete. It's very plain. Again, this is mostly just for testing purposes. So now we've got to make you airtight. Sorry, conveyor cap. Oof. We've probably got to say goodbye to this guy too. I don't know how to make it airtight around it, so yep, let's move that guy first. I know it's just for testing, but I still want to make it look semi-pretty. It's my toxic trait. I can't just test things, I still have to make it presentable to my own standards. I mean, this is not amazing, but still I'm gonna add little cornered pieces and stuff. Okay. And we'll probably have to go over anyway, so I don't even know if the refinery would technically allow leakage, but I'm pretty sure it does, so. Alright, yeah, let's get you out of the way. Okay, beautify the back here now. Not really, as I saw that lip that started driving me mildly crazy, but it's fine. Okay. So do I do full doors? Yep. Go big or go home. I do need a furnace on here to make glass, but it should be buildable without it still. Do 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 do. Then we do need to build an air vent somewhere. I think I know just the place. Well, let's do the full block because it's cool, and we waited 10 plus years to get it, so may as well use it, even if it's not going to actually be used as a normal air vent. And in case you're wondering, why, Josh? Why do we need an air vent? I believe I saw in the mod somewhere, I don't know if this is still accurate, but it says it doesn't calculate the buoyancy without an air vent. So that actually probably should have been something I placed before we did our last test. Great. Well, yeah. If this just works, then we won't know. It's not a true test, so oh well. Let's grab, yeah, some of this good stuff. Cool. Find myself kind of using this one in the floor more. I don't know if it's just because it's closer or more appealing, but all right. Well, you were supposed to be airtight, so what are you doing? Oh, did I leave the doors open up top? That's a possibility. Boom, 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 boom. Nope. Ah. Well. There's a few tedious tasks in space engineers that get old real fast. Oh. Yep, it's definitely that. Well, I did say I was going to get rid of these at some point, so guess that point is now. Oh, I think that just works. Nope. Does that work? Also, nope. Okay, we are now pressurized. Even though we don't look it, holy cow. For my own sanity. Okay, good, good, good. Now that we're no longer collecting ice, our hydrogen is going down quickly, but that's okay. All right, I think we're about ready to test again. So let's get back up top here. Okay, and then we'll take another save. And then go for it. And it's still a station, which is fine. Oh, yeah. That seems a lot better. Okay. I'm still going to reload it because I don't think we're quite ready to be in the ocean yet. Obviously, we don't even have thrusters or gyros or anything, so let's reload now. And I'll see you in a moment. All right, welcome back here. So now's the fun part. We gotta beautify this because this is a monstrosity. It is ugly. I hate it. We also have to redesign our piston system now because we do need to keep it airtight in the hold. We need this to not look like a barn. Yeah. But at least we've got a goal to work towards now. Let's get the thrusters designed, which we don't need to airtight this one yet. But yeah, let's grab some steel plates here. Is the assembler still going? Nope, it was able to complete it. Sweet. I love having enough iron for stuff, let me tell you. Okay. the thruster design I like and don't like at the same time, but I think that's the sort of thing that can stay for now. What would be kind of cool is having it like built into the bow, but I don't think it's a big enough bow to keep the nice shape that we've crafted here, as well as have the thruster. So it'll probably be just like on the side. Problem being that the crane's here, but that should be fine. We could just dominate the whole bow with it. The whole front. Which is like not a terribly stupid idea. We could add like some structures on the side to kind of, you know, make it different or something to make it pretty. Don't need quite as much thrust on all sides, just enough to make it work. Side thrusters, just because these thrusters, the big ones, are really expensive. 1,100 motors. That's like more than an inventory. So yeah, the rest of these will be small for our maneuvering thrusters. And what we'll probably do, we could kind of make it look like cannons a little bit. Like space them out. And then put some blocks in between. Let's see, how many are we going? 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. 3. Kind of cool design aesthetic, I think. Let's play around with that. See how it looks. We don't really want to be steering with these thrusters. We want to be steering with the gyros and mostly going forward and backwards. But if we want to come to a halt, we need thrusters on all angles just to get that situated. In fact, because the back is still pretty heavy, we'll probably angle some thrusters down just to maybe balance it out a little bit. But yeah, not to like fly. This thing is not designed to take off unless we hit a big wave or something. So yeah. And I do want a downward facing thruster. I guess we could just swap like that. Oh. Guess we ran out of ice. Is this one in there? Oh, it is. Oh, it's not. Alright, well, that'll be fine. What was it doing? Oh, yeah. Giving us an up thruster on the back here. Cool. And we'll add one more just to kind of give it the illusion of being... Or should we go all the way? Yeah, let's go all the way. Just keep it looking nice. Cool. So there's that. Let's heal up. Or get more of the good stuff. And then let's get, half blocks. These guys. And then that way we can like do a little something like this. Yeah, let's just throw these out here. Oh. We'll probably do something different on the ends, but well, bye-bye. You weren't gonna be the one that got away, sir. Okay, so let's add these here in between. All right. How do we feel about that? I think that's kind of cool. Let's weld it up and see how it looks. I don't know, lads. I think I kind of like it. I think I kind of like it. It's not amazing, but I kind of like it. Let's go with that for now. And I need to get... Oh, boy. Yeah, we're fresh out of ice. Oh. I wonder if that technically collects some. Either way, we'll put this guy in there. See if it gets filled at all. It's kind of funny. Let's get the... It's gotta be... That assembler. It's gonna be a big boy. 1, 2, 3. Oof. And we've got 3 on the back. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then 15 regular or small sci-fi atmospheric thrusters. Joy. Yeah, I would be shocked if we were able to get all that made. We'll be likely doing another mining trip, but in the meantime, we can get the rest of it all looking good. So I'd like to reclaim access to this port on our assembler. So to do that, we have to extend our ugly barn here. But I think that's okay. I think I'm okay with that. I can't tell if it's got character or if it's getting uglier. I think it's doing both. I could try and make it symmetrical, but it's already not. That's the center. Should I align the... Let's align the doors, actually. We could have our module there, whichever one we decide. It'll probably be an efficiency one. And then... Should we do the old slope approach? And then we need to kind of level it out more, with that being the center. And we'll change color and skin on this and all that stuff. I think we just want to make it, get the general design out first. Ah? Oh. There goes my fuel. None of this is an efficient use of blocks or resources, but I'm kind of digging just like the ugliness of it. We'll ruin the symmetry of it if we do this, but I kind of don't care. I'm interested in trying this out. Oh, I think we got to do it on both sides anyways. Thankfully that ship's heading away from us, which is just how I like it. Especially with no weapons right now. Cool. Should we see if our assembler's stopped yet? It is still chugging. Holy cow. We have 2,500 motors almost. That is insane. Alright, well, I say let's start moving motors. Yeah, only about 500 we can carry at a time, so. Oh, man. Yeah, there's just... Let's build up the steel parts of it first, just so that we don't lose everything in a catastrophic manner. This is actually why I made this like this, so it'd be entertaining to walk up and down while welding. Worth every dollar, baby. Takes 2.5 trips to get the amount of motors over for one large thruster. That's insane. Let's get one going. Wow. We did it. The 3 large ones are complete. That's insane. I haven't... Oh. Did you see that? There was ice. The waves crack... Oh, look at that! We are doing good. That means our tank probably is usable again. It is. Beautiful. I was worried about not noticing my jetpack and then falling into the water, because I don't really have a way to get back up. Oh. Keep forgetting my helmet's open, but that's okay. Yeah. Let's get a helm going, just so I can start getting everything controlled. I assume, yeah, the helm is the only the only block that makes sense here. If we're building a big wooden pirate ship, then gosh darn it, it's gonna feel like one to drive. Stunning. Truly amazing. It's ugly, but it's not super ugly. In fact, we should weld up the crane. I think we should do that angled block here on the legs. Oh yeah, sexy. And then we could put some angled ones on the bottom too. I don't really want to over-engineer it because it's not like practical, but also I want it to look good, which is, you know, one of the most important things in space engineers. It's like how the true end game of a Dark Souls game is Fashion Souls, you know? Who cares what's the best? What looks good, bro? Oh, not that. We're looking for, I was thinking like this. You know, it would be pretty sweet. But is it overly complicated? Yes. But does it look good? Yes. That's we gotta do it. We gotta do it. I'm sorry. You can't stop me. It's not very crane-esque, but it looks cool, which was my goal. Dang it. I'm wondering if I should put in that advanced rotor. One that can spin. There's no need for it whatsoever. Unless we wanted to... Yeah, what if we're like docked somewhere? And we had to dock on this side? What if we wanted to rotate it to the other side? Or even, what if we're going through a tight space? And we need to put the crane in front. I don't know if it's even long enough. We'd probably have to put a piston there too. Let's leave it for now. That's definitely something we could re-engineer at a later date. Let's get the let's get all the thrusters going and then our gyroscope and all that good stuff. Did I already put these in? I did, okay. Oh. I think we've stopped. Oh, no, we made it all. Oh. This is sick. We might be done. We might be letting it go for real this episode. Dropping it in the sea, baby. Uh-oh. And that's not even counting the ones back here. Did I miscount? Yeah, I must have. Alright, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more thrusters. See if we can make it. Oh, actually, it might have gotten shifted to a cargo container. Yeah, I think that's what happened. Hold on, let's cancel all this here. Yeah, like, do we have a bunch of metal grids? We do. I think we've got enough, actually. Yeah. Actually, no. There's so many motors missing. Yeah. But maybe we'll just build the individual components we need rather than just overbuilding everything again. Oh, and actually, that reminds me, we can get rid of all the tanks down here, which would free up more space and might even give us more buoyancy that way. Or do I want to risk it? Maybe it's a combination of our buoyancy of the air in the hold and the tanks. Maybe we need both of them. I don't really want to keep reloading because the amount of mods I have on here, it takes like 7 to 8 minutes, 7 or 8 minutes to load and unload the game each time. Oof. Uh-oh. I think it finally happened. We're at a nickel. Yeah, nickel is expensive. So what we'll probably do is we've got a lot of stuff here. So let's disassemble like 100 grids just to get us some precious resources back. Let's see what else. What am I looking for? Cargo containers. Yeah, we don't have a lot we can disassemble, but that should give us some more motors. Get at least one of the downward facing ones going. And one of the upward, well, at that point we're pretty much there anyways. Let's disassemble 60 of our grids just to see if it's enough to get us over the edge. Yeah, we're gonna add top access for maybe a flying machine or even our respawn pod up there. We need motors for that one too. All right. Well, we'll leave it open for now, and then let's just run a super quick drill trip with our ship here. We'll literally just strafe the ground probably. Oh, if we can even fly still. Woo! Oh no! Alright. Through the power of gyros, we will right ourselves. This is painful to watch, I'm sure. Here we go, here we go. Up, up, up. Oh. Whew. We're going to stay perfectly level from here on out. And then immediately doesn't stay level. Good job, Josh. Good job. And probably what we'll do here is add a connector to the bottom instead of this flamingo leg. And we'll attach it to the top. That way we can take our humble beginnings with us everywhere and mine with it, which is useful. Well, that's at least another thruster up, which I think... Oh yeah, we are golden. Man, if we're golden, we might as well just full send it. Get the gyros online. We might need a couple of those, actually. The gyros are a lot of nickel, too, aren't they? Looks like I've got enclosed gyroscopes from some mod. I don't know. Don't need them. I'd want to do probably 4. Let's go to sleep and then run it one more time. I don't want this to be a long episode, though. Ugh. We'll probably just cut out most of these mining trips then. Well, defenseless, so hopefully this isn't everything in my life crashing down. Should be fine. Ah. Wonder if that brought us any goodies. Just made everything ugly. Promise we'd make that one look better, but I just kind of want to be on the open seas. I feel like that'd be cooler. Oh boy. It's kind of a scary fleet. In fact, it's probably in range to bombard us, our starter base. I think I'm gonna chop up these. No, let's leave the basic stuff. Just in case I have to come back one day, but I'm taking the furnace. The water got that high? Jeez. We could put it in there, but that's kind of ugly and hides the gyros, which are kind of cool to look at. So let's could put it there, but that covers those batteries. It's just kind of an ugly block overall. Well, it's not ugly. It's cool that it's like a custom. We could put it in here, have it come out like a little bit of a smokestack. Only problem is then we can't put a connector up there. We could put it like that, actually. By our, and that's conveyed up, and kind of looks. Our crane is too like artistic and architectural next to it, so it doesn't look like it. That's fine. Don't have enough thrust now to go forward. I'm holding the forward button. Sometimes if we let go. Oh, no. Oof. There we are. Could kind of just like slowly slide down. We're deforming our starting island, but man, anything to get out on the high seas, baby. This series has really become like exploring the water mod for me, because a lot of like I don't have any desire really to go to space at the moment, except for maybe to get like uranium, and I've got a decent supply of platinum actually. I think platinum spawns here if I remember correctly. That's where I got it. So yeah, it'd just be cool to have uranium, but honestly we've got basically unlimited power with the collectors in the ocean. So we don't really need uranium even. We're kind of good where we are. Oh, we're now falling, but we're still digging while we go, so all right, well. That should be plenty. If we can't finish this up. Actually, I shouldn't say plenty, but it should be a decent amount. All right, we finished the grids allegedly, so I guess let's go find out if we're set. I never know how many to build anyways. That might have been overdoing it, but frankly, I think we're good. Also, there's no large drop anymore, apparently. Yeah, the ocean's risen again. I still don't know why it does that, but yeah, well, I guess, yeah, let's send it all the way. I'll probably edit out these extensively here, because we're kind of doing a lot of just like maintenance stuff, so more than likely I will pause the recording and then meet you back here once everything's kind of complete, and I'll run you through what we've done. All right, everybody, welcome back. We are ready to go here. So quick rundown. Um, we styled up the front. Not amazing, but enough to kind of convey the idea that, hey, the thruster is in fact secured to the ship, not just floating there. We did redesign the ship here to have a connector on the bottom and a connector on the refinery, just so that it can land and take off as desired. Down inside, I don't think we made too many changes in here, besides the fact we're getting flooded now. Interesting that I don't take damage when I'm inside, but still underwater. Just an interesting fact, because I have my helmet open. So, oh yeah, we did add another H2 generator, because now we are, as you can see, storing more ice than we can melt. So that's cool. A cool change. In fact, we should probably store some here, just so that it, feels comfortable, I guess, going there occasionally. I don't know if it's just gonna only take what goes. Well, we have plenty of ice where we're going. Our batteries are fully recharged. Our engines are chugging along. Going back, I might have put these like in a more engine room-esque situation. I might even get rid of these tanks here. I don't know. I don't want to sink for sure, but if I could reclaim some space, that would definitely be cool. And normally I wouldn't even make a floor that's just one block tall anyways, but I don't really want the ship to be enormous, if that makes sense. Later on, we'll add the module here for the assembler, as well as 2 on the refinery that are showing in the back there. But yeah, I think for the most part, that's about it. And I think we are ready to set sail here. Let's do it. I don't think we'll need it, but I'm still going to do a quick save here in case I added too much weight. Oh, I'm not taking any damage from it anymore. Interesting. But either way, we will cut ourselves loose here. And I'll even clean up our dock here a bit. Now, I don't think we'll ever return here for any reason, but we might. But it'd be nice to have a semi-decent dock waiting for us. All right, well, here we go. Good luck, ladies and gents. Command Dreadnought, you are in fact a ship. Alright, we are now a ship. Let's turn on our thrusters and start going ahead. Oh, yeah, you see the pistons there? We're going to retract those. As I go forward, they wiggle. Clang. Do not have the ability to. Oh, gosh, dang it, we're probably... Yep. This is going splendidly. Just splendid. How about you? Can you do what you're supposed to do? Yeah, the block is on. Reverse. There we go. Maybe just needed more oomph. We're gonna... Oh my gosh. We definitely don't want to sink here trying to... Okay. It's still not completely out of the... Oh, it's sort of out of the water. And you are retracting as well. Oh, there's probably block damage occurring. Ah. Okay, well, no one said it was perfect. Just that it was now officially a thing. All right, we are officially... Oh, we go fast. We go fast. Bye-bye, island. Bye-bye. We can turn off the dampeners. We don't coast for long, but we do coast. Now let's see if we can cheat a little bit. I don't want to fly it, but I think we've probably got enough thrusters to get in the air. Nope, I think we're good. Whew. That was kind of a fear of mine. If at some point you can just start flying with it, That's no fun. So good. Yep, we are locked into boat form. That is good. Okay. Well, on that excellent note here, it is time to end. Thank you all for watching. I am so glad we are at this point now. Now we can start sailing the high seas here. I do want to hear what you guys think we should do next here. I've got a couple ideas that I want to run by you. The first idea I had was a sort of like a, the oil drilling platforms we have here. I was thinking like a base like that kind of stretches to the seafloor. It would have to be pretty tall because of how much the water fluctuates, but we could have that as a sort of permanent ocean base, which is cool. Another idea is working on that submarine, which I know many people have been looking forward to, so I'm definitely willing to give that a chance now that we've got a ship going here. I just don't know how well it's going to turn out. Maybe I'll ask for some input from the community. If there's a underwater miner blueprint that you guys like, I could try recreating it or even projecting it and seeing how well it works. Or we could even, as a third option, just find a better island or to set up shop on and maybe create a fleet of ships in the harbor somewhere. But yeah, I think our first kind of big milestone has been reached, which is awesome. I am so glad that this ship is working. It definitely could use some beautification. We'll probably make a more official place to stand and control it than just like a helm in the middle of the boat. Probably add a little raised platform. I can't zoom out when I'm from this angle because of the ship and on the back, so that's definitely going to get annoying real fast. Either way, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and like I said, comment below what you'd like to see us do next. Have a great one.